I'm Danny.
And I'm out there.
And we are
DNA Live. Welcome, everybody. How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. The weather's doing really nice and everything. But there's a lot that we need to talk about. Well, not really a lot. We always do it every way. First of all, obviously, shout out to our DJ Hot Rod, Mr. Mucho Caliente. He is always on fire, that man. And he's been doing a lot of events.
Man, shout out every Tuesday. You already know. Come down every Tuesday. It's $50. I told everybody I'll get you guys on 2 FMs. Whoever comes down, like play their songs on there, right, as well as a live broadcast going from California. So that's 3. Yeah. So I keep telling everybody, come down, man.
Come on down.
I'm trying to start something new, a new trend to get the artists, not to come out, but the artists to really, really feel like now they have a line that could really help them, because I feel like a lot of the DJs nowadays, they're too worried about, you know what I mean? Like worrying about, oh, I got to stay exclusive. Right. I can't play this certain person. I can't. Nah, it ain't about that, man. It's about having great music and pushing the young artists out there.
Yes.
So everybody, I'm going to be real with y'all. A lot of y'all go get into these places and stuff like that. And you guys don't get your guys' chances. I want to give you guys a chance. I want to get you guys seen. They call me Mr. International now. You already know. Shout out to my boys in the UK. Shout out to the Caribbeans, baby, because we getting play there every week.
Mayo out there. We love you. Mayo is in the Caribbean, and he's helping us out too. So big shout out to him.
You hooked that up. Shout out to Miles, man. 98.8 ZR. You know Wiles. That's why.
That's a really cool accent you had there.
Yeah, I know. He made me get that.
Yeah, I see that. I'm like,
when you go and travel all over the country, this is how you sound all over the nations.
Seriously.
Internationally. Shout everybody out. Go ahead.
Okay. So also, I wanted to shout out, of course, our favorite, Mr. Uncle Boogie, over there in Power 104.9 WTSX in Kokomo, Indiana. And he was just celebrating himself with one of those artists that...
shout out to homeboy that got the plaque. You know who you are, man. Shout out to him, man. He went platinum. So you already know the DJs out there that was spitting him. That's what's up, man. We're going to keep it going and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm telling all your artists, hit me up because of Serious Spins. You know what I mean? And we wanted to show everybody, like, when you get spinned on these these shows that we have.
Yeah, that's true.
You're not going to be, it's not like, okay, the radio is going to go here. No, it counts.
Yeah, it does.
So all the spins counts. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Right. And we're spinning them as much as we can. And
we're trying to break artists. We're trying to get you guys to the next level.
Yeah.
I'm not promising none to you guys, because you guys are the ones that got to make the hit record of the music, but we can definitely, sit back, really push them out and really try to help you guys.
Yeah, this is true. And that's why we have a lot of things going on. And again, with the Advocate that Danny has on Friday nights, and that's on
Fridays and Saturdays.
Fridays and Saturdays, excuse me. Fridays and Saturdays at 10 to 11, 103.9 FM, Long Island News Radio. And that's another outlet that we have. But that is more geared to the advocacy side of you,
anti-bullying,
anti-bullying, human rights.
But we play something called
Giving You Your Roses.
Giving You Your Roses, and it's called the Advocate Mix.
Right.
And the Advocate Mix is to break the artists that do the positive music to get rid of this negative outlook.
Yeah, this is true, because you know what? He's had a lot of submissions, and we've had to throw a lot of them out because when because when we say clean, we mean, clean version, like a radio edit version. We want something positive and motivational. We don't want anything about violence and stuff like that. We want true stories. There are a lot of artists out there that tell their stories in song and everything. And we just want to showcase that right now, because there's a lot.
And please don't be sending me things going.
No, please just don't.
I'm like, yo, come on, man.
We're not doing that. With that said,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm going to let you talk.
I was going to say, shout out the radio, the North Carolina. Shout out my people.
Oh, okay. That's CMVA 107.5 from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Go ahead.
See, I got it right. I didn't have to practice.
And shout out to everybody out there. Please listen up. seriously, man, the music, we broke a lot of records on
I
that
know
station.
we're breaking a lot of records, and people think we're crazy, but you know what? This is
for the artists.
This is for the artists.
You know what I mean? This is for the artists because I was an artist as well.
You still are?
Yeah, but kind of I'm trying to get more into let me push them out and let me make sure the young guys get their opportunities, something that they
because Danny feels like he's an old fart right now, so he
Yeah.
can't do much of anything anymore. But you know what? When we come out with your album, you can give me that look and everything like that, but we're going to get that album out sooner or later. I'm pushing him, but he's not moving.
Fine, I'll do it. I announce it here. I have the album out next month.
Next month?
Next month, that's a promise.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody that's watching, you heard that. So if he said that, June, right?
June, I'll push the album.
Okay, good. So June will push the album. That'd be great because there are a lot of songs on there that I feel that are really good songs, and I think you should push it. So
fine.
I'm just saying because that album has a little bit of everything. It's got a little bit of rap, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of like a Caribbean. There's a couple of songs with like that Caribbean.
Yeah,
feel.
man, you already know how we got.
He does a bad Bob Marley, let me tell you. But anyway, speaking of,
what a shot!
I know, I'm so sorry, hon. But speaking of R&B, okay, so our guest for tonight, his name is Romeo B. And it was a cute story the way I met him, and we'll talk about that when we come back. So,
and I want to give one more shout out.
Oh, he wants to give another
Listen
shout
to
out.
me
Sorry.
Mondays. Listen to me Mondays to Fridays on Hot 97.7 in
California, Fresno, right?
Fresno, California. You already know DJ Energetic Show coming live 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock every Monday to Friday nights. So let's get ready, Fresno.
We are not sleeping.
Be
at
easy.
All. But let's go to commercial break, and this way we can come back with Romeo B. Take it away.
Romeo.
Put your hands up. Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard? Where we at? Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant while it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march, and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrated. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your jaws over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock, it's mental block. Cause all you ever hearing is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how they even look. They try to lock us up, throw it down, try to play the book. Wanna get us shook, every time try to get it booked. Overshook, saying God is there but love is overlooked. They try pretending that we close with a phone next to each other's ears, but we're more social distancing corona years. They try to acting like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said March, let's go. I said let's fight. You can't censor us anymore. You lying to the people.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yeah, but you know what? We're on the wrong side. I need to. No. I'm going to switch.
Oh, look at it. She gonna switch.
No. I'm going to get up now. No. Hold on. You get over here.
Get in the hot seat. Let's go.
No, I gotta.
You see those people?
No. We gotta put him
I'm
on the
loving
hot
this.
seat.
I'm
No.
loving it.
We're putting him right.
So we got one of the illest singers right now in the game. Right now with me, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
First off, I met you at,
Harlem's Got Talent. Yep.
and I remember you were saying something that you just did in the Apollo.
Yeah. So, I was singing some Bruno Mars. I think I pulled up. I sang Versace on the Floor.
Wait, hold up. You some Bruno Mars?
Yeah.
Give me a taste right now. Give the listeners a taste real
Jesus.
quick.
Oh God.
Go ahead.
Let's take our time tonight, girl. Above us, all the stars are watching. There's no place I'd rather be in this world. Your eyes are where I'm lost in, underneath the chandelier.
All right, stop it, Romeo. Stop it, Romeo.
I could go on forever. You know what I'm saying?
I told you. When you know what the funny thing is? The story is.
No, you know what the funny thing is? You be hearing auto-tune too much, and when you hear that, your ears are like, whoa.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's the funny thing.
But the backstory is that you met him,
Yeah.
right? And he gave you a business card.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I was on IG and I was checking him out to see, if he had any talent. So,
Gotta make sure
never,
for sure.
no, but you know what I'm saying? You never, because like he said, people with auto tune, okay, or people with all kinds of synthesizers and stuff like that. So when I checked you out, I was like, yeah, I really like this guy. So I was telling Danny, he's like, okay, cool. And then I happened to see you somewhere else, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I booked you for my show, but the funny thing is that we met. And it was meant to be that way, it was just kismet.
I'm very glad.
All right. First off,
Oh, here we go.
I love the pitch.
Mm.
I like the vocal control. It's dope. I got no complaints. I was a flawless. Second off, I couldn't even hear you on Harlem Got Talent.
Yeah. That's a
'Cause
problem I'll be having for sure.
Because of the mics, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to hear him, and he's like, oh, he's just killing it. And I can't hear him. So when you try to put on, no offense to Harlem Got Talent, it's not, none, ain't no this on that, but it's hard to hear sometimes these artists in the shows because of like the room. So the room might be like, it might be like a bit,
Okay.
yeah.
I see what
So
you
it
mean.
doesn't echo, or sometimes the sound just gets shot from that.
Well, maybe, but isn't it like, don't people like sometimes, maybe I'm being stupid here, but don't people like bring their own mics at times or something like that?
I mean, I seen this weird kid bring like a whole arm, and then he bought like a glass mic. I was like, what is going on here?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because like sometimes you don't know, like with the certain equipment that people have at the studio that might actually work with the artist that's performing.
Well, I could already just hearing his vocal. I was like, whoa, because
He blew me away the minute I saw him.
Okay.
He just blew me away.
Okay.
That's why he's here. That's right. I said that. That's right. But
No, he got a great he really got a good image,
I appreciate
and
that.
he's got a good voice.
and when I saw Romeo, I was like, Romeo.
Where'd you get that name from?
Yeah, where did you
It's
get
actually my middle name.
Oh, it is his middle name.
Yeah, so I'm named after my grandfather, my late grandfather. So
Oh, that is so
Yeah.
sweet. And we got to say hi to Marcus in the audience. He's
Good
king.
Mark.
This is what I love, the brotherly love, the support. And he's
Hi,
here in the office
Marcus.
supporting his bro. So that's it's great to see that. But again, tell us where you were brought up and everything.
yeah, absolutely. So born in Long Island.
Don't look at
then-
me, look at the camera.
Born in
Oh, yeah,
Long
sure.
Island.
Born in Long Island.
Born in Long Island. So yeah, believe it was, I think, like Bethpage or something like that.
Wait, you don't even remember when you're born? That's how much you move around?
We moved around a lot.
Oh,
so
you
yeah.
did? Oh,
Moved to
okay.
Queens, and spent my time in Queens until I was in high school.
What part of Queens?
Flushing, New York.
Shout out Flushing. That's where my father's from, Palmanock Projects. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
I went to middle school and high school around there. Yeah, we went to QSI. It's very close to Queens College. So
I was
very
just going
familiar
to
with
say
that
that.
area,
Yeah,
yeah.
just right by Casino Boulevard. right?
Exactly, yeah,
Okay.
yep.
I'm from Queens, so yeah, I know that. I know that
It's
area.
a Queens thing.
yeah.
Well, Listen, when you're in Queens, you pretty much know most of the neighborhoods, not all the neighborhoods, but
Listen, Queens is so laid back like Long Island is.
yeah.
Let me ask you something.
agree.
You're in Harlem, right? True story. True story.
Yeah.
Because I'm in there, Harlem, Brooklyn,
Mhm,
Yeah.
the Bronx.
right.
there's a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because when you go into Harlem, it's kind of like, I'll be honest, like kind of like a I'm better than you kind of sound, and dudes don't really like. You got to really prove yourself in Harlem.
Well, yeah.
When you're in Brooklyn, everybody's angry. You know what I mean?
Well, not everybody.
No, everyone's angry.
Not everybody.
No, everyone's angry.
Okay, but you know what? Let him stick with that.
Because you know what? You never hear Queens. You never hear Queens. Staten do go. I'm from Staten. They always go, yo, son, I'm from Brooklyn. You're like, oh,
okay, yeah.
Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
yeah, no, I think one of the things
right?
I liked about Harlem, though, you had to prove yourself. You know, I walked up and I was like, I'm pretty good. They didn't really respect me until I got on that stage.
No. They gave him a look. They gave him a look like this. They gave him a look like another one.
Oh God, another guy that thinks he can sing. Like, you know?
No. Then all of a sudden you hear us. I did this thing in the Apollo, and everyone was like,
Really?
yeah. Right when everybody found that he did something in the Apollo, the woman that was eating her shrimp or something, she looked like,
yeah,
that was a secret word. He said,
it
I
is.
did a show in the Apollo.
It's a code word.
But that is some type of feat, though, to be on stage at the Apollo. I mean, not just anybody.
No,
can
he
walk in there.
got Harlem right then and there. Even Cookie, that girl Cookie. Because first of all, they handed him the mic, and they're like,
Yep.
All of a sudden he's like, oh, I watched it. It was just like strictly, you know what I mean? So it was pretty dope.
Yeah, and I appreciate that Cookie. She actually let me go a cappella because she was like, the mic is not.
Yeah, that's when
doing
you have to
justice.
do a cappella.
So you know, I just sing a
really
cappella, and you know, and I could really show it. So
I know you were dangerous. I
Yeah.
was eating my food, and I was eating the food. I was like, and I put up, and you hear the fork drop.
He's really good.
Now he's saying from Long Island, saying he's from Coram. I'm like,
spent a few years.
So
here and
he's
there.
done a little bit of the spectrum of of New York and Queens and Long Island. So you've been a little bit like you're like a dog walking through and just like, you know, pretty much going on every tree and
that
every
is so
neighborhood.
wrong. She is so wrong. What you need to say is he's just been around. That's it.
been around the block.
Yo, put that Tupac. I get around. Yeah.
Okay. So
Go ahead.
also I just wanted to know who, because obviously with the rhythm and blues, who were your influences growing up?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. So honestly, Michael Jackson was the huge
Everybody
one of mine.
always says, you know what? No offense, but everybody says Michael Jackson, no matter what genre, right?
No.
No matter, don't argue with me.
Country don't say it.
No, but
All right, let's get back for real. No,
I'm just saying,
you're
how many
100%
times
right.
everybody that we've talked to a lot, it's like, oh, Michael Jackson growing up, because
Definitely.
he was he was an
Billie
influence.
Jean is like Martin.
Yeah.
Okay, so who
Yeah.
else?
And you know, more recently it's been like Bruno Mars and The Weeknd.
Oh, okay, Bruno
I
Mars.
really like their sounds.
You know who my favorite
Weeknd's
was?
good. Bruno's good.
Johnny Gill.
Yeah, New
Oh,
Edition. Shout out to New Edition.
New Edition. Yeah.
Johnny Gill, my, oof. I mean, yeah, him. Oh, excuse me, and Albie Shore, and
I'm gonna say something. You're gonna give me a crazy look.
I am probably
Bobby Brown.
really.
He is everything an R&B
Talented.
singer should be.
Really?
Angry. Is it just me between you and me? We went from Bobby Brown to Chris Brown to no Brown.
Oh,
You know?
yeah, but Usher's really good too.
Yeah, Usher. That's another influence.
I'm
of
gonna,
Usher.
I'm gonna
yeah.
say Usher. I'm gonna say everybody always forgets about Mario.
Mario.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Marion.
I didn't even think of him.
Yeah, everybody always forgets about him.
Okay.
Mario was good. And what's the other guy's name?
How about Keith Sweat?
Yeah,
Keith Sweat was back in
Legend.
those days.
Silk. Shout out to Jimmy Gates.
Jimmy Gates.
Voice, we see you down in Atlanta right now. You better make that album hot. You need to. I know you're watching right now. You need to make that album hot.
Yeah. Okay. He's doing his work there. I think
Shout out to William Young too.
he was actually in the studio.
Mathematics.
Yes.
So-
And there's a lot of R&B out there, but there's not that many. I don't know what. So besides Bruno, at this point in the weekend, who else?
What
Really?
about Jason Derulo?
Jason Derulo. Yeah.
You think he's relevant at this point?
Jason, anytime I feel like can be because of the records that he can make.
Yeah.
He can always make a big record and come out just like Loon.
Well, out of all those,
I mean, I'm
people-
sorry, not Loon. What's the dude's name?
Who?
Give me a minute.
No, I'm not going to give you a minute.
Lloyd,
yeah,
Who?
yeah. He can just hop on a track and it'll be
Lloyd can just hop
Lloyd.
on the track because his voice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I know him?
No.
Okay. I'm not even sure, but I do. Okay, so if out of all those people, who would you like to, if you had the chance to, who would you sing with?
Sing with?
Yeah.
I think it'd probably be The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Probably The Weeknd.
Would it be
Yeah.
like a crazy, female kind of record, like, oh, you women are crazy kind of thing? Or would
Please do. You can make millions.
I shouldn't have said
And
anything.
put Lola Brooke on it.
I don't know who that is.
Scarlett too.
I don't
This
know.
is what New York sounds like.
Oh, no. We are not doing
Shout
that.
you out, Scarlett. I'll bring you up here. Much love. I'm just playing.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. Okay, let's go.
so, anyway,
Because she said this is what New York sounds like. I'm like, this is what Long Island sounds like. Yeah.
Strong Island TV, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
so what do you do a lot of like venues? Are you out there? Like what is your daily grind like?
Yeah, so I still work my 9 to 5.
Right.
So I work my corporate
We all
job.
do, hun.
Right. of
We all
course.
do.
Oh
And
my
then-
God. We forgot one important key though.
What?
Akon.
Akon, that's my boy. Yeah.
Can you let him finish the
No,
question?
it's not that because he said in 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
So Akon said it, and this what struck me. Every entertainer should still work a 9 to 5, and he explained before he blew up, he was working at lifting boxes and all that. So when he said all of that, I was just like, one important key, boom, it struck me and said Akon.
Well, isn't that like that also with the athletics and stuff like that? A lot of people, they may be millionaires playing football and basketball and stuff like that, but they also have other investments or jobs or whatever. You got to have something to fall back on,
Mhm.
just in
But
case.
keep going. I'm sorry. I had a
Yeah, you
I had a
interrupted.
DNA blank. Go.
Yeah. Okay. Where were we? I forgot.
Oh yeah, what's my daily grind like?
Yes. Okay. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So, I kind of started out with doing open mics and showcases. And I found that those were great ways to kind of raise my platform. But right now it's kind of been more focusing on like gigging and,
Right.
really generating connections, like meaningful connections,
Yeah.
and just increasing my exposure here and there because, I don't think open mics and showcases necessarily like it's the sound system. It's all these other things. That are
What do
kind
you
of more
feel?
for
What do you
rappers.
feel between you and me is beneficial inside a showcase? Because I do something called a major label showcase with Will Styles.
Mhm.
Will Styles basically brought me in.
Yeah.
But he really does bring everyone.
Right, he
So
does.
you will see Gabe, you will see Drewski, you would see DJ Superstar J, then you would have Columbia, Sony.
And
all
he
the
even,
labels up
the
there.
funny
Yeah.
thing is that he actually brought other people from media outlets and stuff there, like Rap Radar, the Ryan from the Ryan Show, and he brought other outlets there to check it out incognito. Because
Wow.
We
'cause-
had a couple of famous writers there too, from like music and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot of things. Like when we go throw the major showcase, we throw a major showcase. So we try to. It sold literally. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to Will, man. He killed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
514 people,
Okay.
and the doors were shut down at 9:30.
Yeah.
Wow.
You couldn't get in.
Yeah, because
Wow.
it wasn't that we didn't want them to come in. It was just that at that venue there was a capacity and we
Of
couldn't
course, yeah.
overflow, and the owner made sure that we didn't overflow it. So I understood that. So we basically had to wait for some people to leave in order for other people to come in. I mean, they do that. I mean, any club you go to or anything like that, it's the same situation. It wasn't like we wanted it that way, but it worked out really well though. We did have a lot of people.
But like, I'm gonna let you get back. But the thing what I'm trying to say to you is, why do you feel like? Because you're not the only artist that ever told me this.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are artists do not like showcases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it's mostly because not all showcases are created equal. It's kind of crazy because you have the expectation of a really good showcase like the one you mentioned. That's
Right.
what all artists are really looking for. And then you have showcases that will promise that and not necessarily deliver. And so you go out there and you feel like you're doing all this like performance for as an artist,
Right.
and they're not really providing the value that they promised as
Well,
well.
we
So,
won't do that to you. We will never do that to you.
You're paying like what, like 150?
It doesn't
or something?
matter
Yeah,
how much they're
yeah.
paying.
So
Yeah.
no. But I'm saying like, okay, so somebody plays 150, right? So now you're getting paid 150,
Mhm.
and you're not promised anything. So basically, instead of him going to do that show, he could have went on Google Ads and he could have went and put the money here, put his money
Exactly.
here, put his money here.
Or come on the DNA live show and get a nice, beautiful interview with Mr. DJ Energetic and Althea Duvos. I mean, it could
Yeah.
happen.
I mean, I have to say, learning more about the industry, I understand like who I can trust and who is actually going to help me grow my career. And some people are fake. That's just how life is, and
But I think that's a lot in the music industry because you know what it is that I think everybody sees a good thing, right? And it's like a copycat kind of thing. It's like, oh, that's working for them. Let's try it ourselves. But they're not.
Can I say something real quick?
But their heart is
Don't
not,
try to be me.
No, but what I'm saying is that, but you never know what each other showcase provides. And there are people out there who are genuine.
Yeah.
You just got to know which door to open. And that's
Right.
it.
But no, I'm very excited because you know what? You're a really great artist.
Appreciate that.
I like the way how honestly that you're not scared to just say, you know what, we got to go travel or put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly.
Because you know what, you try anything because you understand it. Anything can catapult you to the next level.
This is true.
Right.
So my question to you is, are you looking for a major deal? Are you looking for guidance? Do you want to just stay the independent route and become a major independent?
I would probably say, depending on what the deal was, I'd be open to signing a deal. But right now, just focused on building and being independent until anything like that were to happen.
What would you say if I told you to come somewhere and then you sat down in the room and they hypothetically offered you something, but then you felt like your worth is a little bit more. So what would you tell, basically, how would you come proceed it?
Yeah, I would probably say I'm looking to still build right now on my own career and, be independent until my value is actually seen and, you guys are articulating my value when we sit down on the table together.
Right.
Because, you always have to have like a kind of price in your head or, where your value is kind of at.
Right.
And I know it's fairly high and I know that I feel like I'm going to do really big things.
Yeah.
So if somebody
absolutely, you got a big voice, good voice.
Right, I appreciate that. And I missed my auditions because I wanted to do American Idol, I wanted to do The Voice,
Right.
but I released my album around that time, so I missed a lot of these auditions. So this next year, it's just about auditioning, spreading the word and doing all of that, but also putting some more music out there because that's what I love to do. So,
right. So with that said, Bobby. We can play one of his songs and then go to commercial break. And when we come back, we'll have more with Romeo B.
Awesome.
Let's get it. You already know, Romeo B.
Cake Life, Capo, Eames, we back at it again. Y'all know what it is. We can't lose.
Jackie the Joke Man.
Jackie!
what is that?
That's a pygmy with a heart on.
New York Islander, Rich Pilon. So, how bad did you feel with the Kevin Stevens hit?
Darius and I were in their kitchen, and we were like, we were dominating Mario and them at the time. And Kevin just wanted to take me out, and it was a touch icing, and there was no need for him to come through. And he was just, and I kind of played like I didn't see him, and at the last second, just jumped right into him.
And we really love Jason's soup, and we're so happy he's back.
Hello, everybody. My wife Jilly makes she's beautiful. That's my husband, wife. Excuse me, right there. That's okay. Look.
And we're back.
And we're back. So, if anything, I wanted to play one of the videos of Romeo B. Bobby, can you play that now? Yeah.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want you back. I want you back. My neighbors think I'm crazy, but they don't understand. You're all I have. You're all I have. At night when the stars light up my room, I'll sit by myself talking to the moon. So your light is up, trying to get to you. And won't you on the other side, talking to me too? Oh, am I a fool who sits alone, talking to the moon? Whoa, whoa, feeling like I'm famous, the talk of the town. They say I've gone mad. Yeah, I've gone mad. They don't know what I know, 'cause when the sun goes down, someone's talking back. Oh, they're talking back. Oh, at night when the stars light up my room, I'll sit by myself talking to the moon, trying to get to you. Don't you're on the other side, talking to me too. Oh, am I a fool who sits alone, talking to the moon? Do you ever hear me calling? Cause every night I'm talking to the moon, still trying to get to you. And won't you on the other side, talking to me too? Oh, am I a fool who sits alone, talking to the moon? Whoa, whoa. Know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
And we're back. Did you scare your competition?
A little bit that night, yeah.
I saw everybody get silent when he said, "Walking through the moon."
Was that actually at a showcase or something?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
one
it
of the first
was.
showcases I've done. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they look nervous. Everybody was like, "Uh-oh."
That's why everybody was like,
You
that.
saw him, right? Quiet.
Yeah. They were
You
like,
know what? One thing I got to say about that too is, don't you realize, like, If somebody's good, you should literally go up to him. Listen to me, people. If somebody's good in the showcase, go up to him and say, "Yo, bro, you're dope." Don't be like sitting there like, "Oh man, that guy was terrible." It's like lying to yourself. And then after that person wins, you're like, "Why did he win? I should have won." And it's like, "Yo, bro, the dude got real talent." I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm being honest.
Yeah, but how long ago was that one?
That was in August, I believe, end of August.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I never seen competition that quiet.
I know.
He's like walking through the moon.
Walking to the moon.
Oh, okay, I like
Get it right before you start talking.
At the end of the day, everybody was quiet.
Yeah, and that's I was quiet watching him. I was like, so nice. I love that song too by Bruno Mars. You know, he does a lot of one. I think one of my favorites is Grenade.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Love
That's
Grenade.
Such a good one.
Love that one. But he does a lot of, you know, he experiments with everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just like, you don't know where to pinpoint him sometimes because like he can do Uptown Funk and then he does like a James Brown kind of song and stuff like that. And then he could change it up to a beautiful ballad. You know, he's
Covers
really
a
good.
lot.
He's multi-talented.
I feel like you get people nervous.
He didn't make me nervous.
No, not like that. I'm just saying like when he gets up there and then he hits a certain note because Bruno Mars is so hard.
Yeah.
And the way that you hit it, I was like, whoa.
Okay.
You gotta give him some props on that one.
So how long have you been singing for?
I was singing since I was like 2 years old. You
2?
know, 2. My mom was like,
2?
yeah, I was humming stuff and
Oh Jesus.
doing that. And then my first.
Is that true, Marcus?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I wasn't even speaking.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He said I wasn't even speaking. Oh, this hurts my stomach.
This is what's fun when you have your brother come into the studio with you.
Yeah.
Okay, you had to expect that.
His
Okay?
brother's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have him. I don't want to be here no more.
But so at 2 years old, okay, but when did you start to realize that you had a set of pipes? You know, like
So it was 3rd grade YMCA. I sang "I Want You Back" by
YMCA.
Michael Jackson, obviously Jackson
I
5.
want you back. I remember that. Okay.
And the whole classroom was like, huh?
Yeah, it was like a stage, and they were all like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, doing my thing. So
And how old were you then?
I was 7,
7 years old.
And how old are you now?
26.
He doesn't have to reveal his age.
Still young.
He's still a baby.
Ay, ay, ay.
He's acting like he's 80.
In music years, I am, honey.
Okay.
Been in the game a long time.
Yeah, so it's like he's like in dog years, you know. He multiplies every
Yeah, I'm dead, literally.
He's in the grave with a flower sticking out already.
Exactly.
He's gone. We're already been praying. We're doing the memorials every year and stuff.
We're doing the
know?
Macarena.
Yeah, we're doing the Macarena. Yeah, right. So
That's pretty
also
dope.
if you weren't, let's just say if you weren't in music,
Right.
what would you be doing right now?
If I wasn't in music,
Yeah.
I would really enjoy probably bartending. I like talking to
Ooh,
people.
Look at him bartending.
You
Okay.
know, I
If you can make me a really good Cosmo, then-
right. I think making cocktails is just so cool. You know,
Oh my God, so
a
do
good
I.
cocktail.
I haven't had
So-
a really good cocktail in a very long time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know. I don't.
Those will change your life. You know.
You
Oh
know
my
what
God.
it is? It's because we do have regular jobs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that regular job, 10, 11, 12 hours, sometimes a day, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I can't be drinking and driving,
Yeah.
you
Of
know?
course.
So, and then when you get home, it's like the radio station's this, doing that, I have no time to drink.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink.
I do want to drink. I want to have like one okay,
nice cocktail.
Yeah. What is your favorite cocktail?
I would probably say
Yeah, you think about it. Go ahead.
espresso martini.
Espresso martini.
Espresso martini.
Oh, I like those.
Do not look at me at all to make that because I will break the cup. I got like these hands. I got like these hands. Like, the bartenders, you see them do that nice. I'm like, nah, man. I would
Let me
literally
tell
break
you, I can make him look so bad right now. Telling
ahead.
people his favorite drink. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. And if we go
I
into,
want pina coladas.
I'm not kid. I kid you
I'm
not.
so in the sand.
I kid you not.
Yeah.
And you know what
love
the
that
funny
song.
and you know what the funny thing
You
is?
cannot embarrass me.
And you know what the funny thing is? He's like, babe, is it okay if I get a, because when we go out and stuff like that, one of us has to drive, right?
Yeah.
So he'll go get a virgin pina colada,
Uh-huh.
and then I feel bad, so I don't drink and I let him go out so he can have the rum. Sometimes
Okay,
you just
first
gotta,
off-
you got to switch it up.
First
You gotta
off, I'm going to
switch it
say
up.
something right now, and this is not, you're going to be shocked. You know what my real favorite drink was until I really started like realizing I couldn't handle liquor because I'm
What?
crazy? E&J.
E&J, what's that? Oh my God,
I
I
don't
said
know.
something bad. I didn't even know what I don't know.
Hennessy.
Oh,
It's the little thing from the Hennessy. So I used to like Hennessy on the rocks. And I was like 16 years.
Hennessy?
Oh man, I would drink that all day. My Timberland boots with the I was a real rapper. I had that thing like this.
You had them fake
Oh.
Timberland boots, okay?
And I had the real Timbs.
Okay, go ahead.
It was a different era. You couldn't have nothing fake.
I
You
know.
have something.
People call you out.
Oh man.
But
Nah.
you didn't like those boots.
Me?
Yeah,
I
you-
love them boots.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you
They
didn't.
were easy to stomp people out. Not
Yeah.
playing.
You are playing. But so we got espresso. You know what? I actually tried. There were two different martinis. There was a birthday cake martini
Right.
and an almond joy martini. So
That sounds amazing.
it was. Okay, so let's get back to you. So what is like the pro and con of the music business? If you could tell me one thing that you think that is so great about the business, but also something that is just not so pleasant.
I'll say, because I'm a very results oriented person, and the way I wanted to approach this is kind of like how I would approach like my job, something consistent that I work and I
Right.
get stuff out of it.
Mhm.
Let's say the pro is that I'm doing what I love.
Right.
I get to go out there, perform, maybe like change somebody's life for a second. And,
Right.
that's really what I'm looking to do.
That's amazing.
And I would say one of the cons though is, I want to see where the results are, but I don't see the results until like later on.
Mm.
So, I would say after 6 months of reflection, it's like, oh, I've came like a pretty far way, it's good to see. But, when you're doing it in the moment, you're like, okay, but like, what has this really done for me?
Right.
And that's why, some of these showcases or other, events where it doesn't really give me that value.
Right.
I'm like, okay, so how has this really helped me? So now it's like, all right, I can just be more strategic
Right.
with the people that I'm around and, what I tend to do and how I move. So I would say the results are hard to see at first,
Yeah, they
but it's good
they are.
it's good to do what I love.
But
so.
that's actually how we started this. And I'll
Right.
always give a shout out to Mr. First Class Second Place himself, Jason Enrique, because he was a genuine soul that wanted to interview Danny. And he actually, and he's based in Jersey, no less.
Right.
And he came all the way from Jersey to interview him at our home, no less.
Wow.
And he came and he interviewed him at home. And after he left, Danny was actually inspired by him and said, this is something cool that we could do for ourselves, And Jason is actually the one that kind of like opened that door for us.
He basically brought me back to doing what I'm doing because there's a lot of things like I used to do this in my school, my high school. So I used to have a show, a radio in my high school. Shout out to Sachamis. So we used to have a radio station there. We used to drive the guy crazy because, you can't really play hip hop music. And I would always slip on Biggie or Big L or Tupac.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then I
yeah.
got in trouble because the one had curse words on it. And you ever hear Deadly Combination?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I played.
Oh, God. They were not.
I slipped it in. He goes, "What is this?" I said, "It's a nice, calm song." And the principal heard it, and all you hear is
Mr. Rivera.
He was like, "Mr. Rivera, please report to the principal's office." I sat down. He goes, "What happened?" He goes, "You played curse music on the station." I said,
yeah,
no, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
And thank God, years ago, they didn't have like the read thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that wasn't me.
That was like that time when you played what was that guy's name? The one that
But
you
shout
played
out to
with
Jason. Definitely getting me inspired to do podcasts.
Jason Enrique. Love him.
Yeah.
Love Mind Minx too.
Mind
My
Minx.
girl Sally.
All our family. Shout him out to us on my iHeart.
We love you. And also like it's like that song that I don't think I ever heard of, and we've actually performed it here on karaoke night. the Afro Man song, whatever. It
Oh
is.
no, can I say it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it. But
Coke
not,
45.
Maybe that's all I need.
no,
When he
no.
goes to the park
No,
after dark, smoke that tumbleweed. As the marijuana, we take our turns singing them dirty rap songs. Yeah.
And
That was
but
great.
you know what the funny thing was is that it was a young girl actually who did the karaoke that night here, and I was flabbergasted because like everybody was enjoying all the other songs and everything, right? But when she got on stage and started singing that song, everybody like was enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
love that.
Everybody got up, everybody started singing the song.
She knew I knew the words. She's like, you know this song? It's my childhood.
and I didn't even know that. And I'm sitting there hysterical.
It's my childhood.
My
great
mouth
song.
was agape. I was looking and terrified that everybody in the room knew the words. And I was the only one that didn't know the words. I was like, I didn't never even heard this song before. I never heard of it. I'm sorry.
I said, you got another clip?
Yes, we do. I'm sorry. I'm just breaking everything here today. If anything, we can play another clip that he gave me. If Bobby has it ready, we can play it right now. That would.
Girl, close your eyes. Let that rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind. Lay back and groove with mine. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night. Ain't you in today? Wanna rock with you. We gon' rock the night away. Out on the floor, there ain't nobody there but us. Girl, when you dance, there's a magic that must be love. Just take it slow. Oh, we got so far to go. When you feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night. Dance you in today, yeah. I wanna rock with you. We gon' dance the night away. And when the groove is dead and gone, yeah, you know that love survives. We gon' rock forever. Let's go, y'all. I wanna rock with you. I wanna groove with you. Put me on. I wanna rock with you. I wanna rock with you. Ooh, yeah. Rock with you, rock with you. We gon' rock the night away. Gonna rock with you. All night. Yeah. Rock with you, rock with you. We gon' dance the night away. Ooh. Cut that shit now. Thanks, y'all.
And we're back. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing because even the audience is going to be, why do you pick the two hardest records?
I want to show up a little bit. You
Yeah,
know?
but nobody want to talk after that. It's not competition. Bruno Mars than Michael Jackson. If I was in competition, I'd be like, oh, you got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah, that's the reaction I got from some people. So.
Yeah, but isn't that what you want to do? You
What's
don't.
that song, The Titanic?
What?
Who sung the song, The Titanic?
Oh, Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
That's the only record I can actually see a girl being like, no, I could definitely beat him on this one. Because first off, Michael Jackson and Bruno Mars,
Yeah.
I'm having a heart attack on that. Maybe Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah, the record Black Widow maybe could do like, you know, something against Bruno Mars, but my goodness gracious, like him going with that all night, I'll be sitting there like this. Like, oh man, I'm definitely gonna lose.
Love on the Brain by Rihanna is another song that I love to sing. So
Love on the Brain.
Love on the Brain. Yeah.
I was just playing that today in my car. I love
I
that.
love that song.
When she goes, ay. Oh,
What
God.
about
Nobody's got
Mariah
vocals like
Carey?
her.
See, Mariah Carey, she got me beat because she's a soprano.
Oh, she
You know,
is. That's true.
she does the whistle tones and whatnot. I'm like, okay, I can't mess
She
with
does that weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of,
Oh my God.
no offense, but a lot of the great singers have that voice
I think James Brown, Michael Jackson are the guys. James Brown, Michael Jackson, and everybody always forgets what's his name. He had the craziest voice. Brian McKnight. I wanna be with
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And we
that-
can't.
those are the
I want to
ones.
say R. Kelly, but people might get mad at me for that. But like,
He could sing.
yo, bro,
Matter what
his
people
vocal,
say,
yeah, nah, his vocals are.
Yeah.
His vocals are crazy. Until he, especially when he said, "I want to fly." I want to fly.
No.
Yeah, he was now, right?
He snapped on that. He snapped on it.
You guys are just so wrong together. You guys are really bad.
Listen, he did snap on that, but now he's snapping. All right, let's.
No, but I'm just saying that a lot of those.
You know what? I don't want to be like foul or messed up,
interrupting.
and I'm gonna let you start talking in a second.
Yeah,
But
okay.
like, I wonder how his cellmate feels like back home because he's definitely singing. They're probably like, you better sing that classic, boy.
He just puts on the show for them for sure.
That is so wrong.
I'm being serious. Like, imagine you're next to a superstar, right, with like the craziest voice, and his cell's like right here, so right there. You're gonna be like, oh man, you gotta sing me something, man. You gotta sing my wife something, man.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I know that. You know what? Now you got me thinking about that. Like, what is he singing in jail? I mean,
I think he's singing the blues.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, so let's move on from that. Okay, shall we?
Uh-huh.
But what I was saying is that you have a distinct little niche, let's say, in your voice, because you can tell when Christina Aguilera is singing. You can tell when Rihanna is singing, or Beyonce, or a Nicki Minaj. And I'm going into the rap there.
Nicki Minaj.
When you hear when I hear Nicki, I know it's Nicki.
Yeah, because you hear autotune.
He is just so wrong on so many levels right now. But I'm just saying that there are people's voices out there that have that like Sia. When
Yeah.
Sia's on the radio, I know it's her. Shakira, the same thing. They all have that but nobody can do runs like Christina.
No, Christina's.
I'm sorry, Christina.
What about Celine Dion?
Everybody is like everybody.
What about Whitney Houston?
Oh, nobody can beat you. No, nobody can beat.
Yeah,
Whitney. There's never going to be another Whitney.
What about the Queen?
What Queen?
Before Whitney.
Which one? Aretha?
Yeah.
Oh well, like I said, that you cannot compare those. I mean, you got an Aretha or even a Tina Turner, or a Billie Holiday. I mean, we can go.
Aretha got him.
No, I'm just saying, it's just like, every generation is different, but I'm just saying there's a lot of Queen of Soul.
One thing I want to ask you, right?
Yeah.
Where does all your inspiration for music come from?
So I took this improv class in college.
Okay.
And it really just showed me that music really, like all American music came from like the blues.
Right.
And so I really started to get into the blues, like Freddie King, Muddy Waters, and all of that. And then I realized that, they didn't really have any instrumentation or anything like that back then. They just would improv and do their thing.
Right.
That's kind of like where I draw it from. If I don't feel inspired, I'm not even listening to R&B. I'm listening to the blues.
Ah, very good. I like that.
You were deadly.
You are deadly. You know,
It's not even that. It's that
ooh,
you got to
go ahead.
understand music, right? The best artists come from the most knowledge.
Yeah, I know this is true. But with that said, also like when where do you see yourself like 5 years from now? Like, what are you doing 5 years from now?
Still performing.
Still performing.
For sure. But hopefully by then I would have like my brand is cultivated and people know who Romeo B is.
Right.
And
sure.
performing for bigger venues and stuff like that.
You definitely are. You definitely are, man.
And just look out for him, because when we see talent, that's what people have to understand. This is why I ask people like him on the show. There are certain people that will grab me or Danny for that matter, and we want them on the show, because we know we can do good things for them, and I'm glad that you came on the show,
Well, Romeo, I'm going to just tell you right now for everybody, I'm going to break one of your records on the Advocate Mix.
I appreciate
You're
that.
a dope artist, man, and I just want Long Island to really hear everything that you do, my brother, as well as a couple of other stations I want to have you on. And another thing is too, you want to shout out where people can find your music, and
Please do.
And one more thing too, you got a new project coming on? Anything?
Yeah, so definitely in the works. Sophomore album probably in the next few months.
Okay.
But I'm actually working on this single. It's a Bruno Mars type beat, and I feel like I can go crazy on that.
Look at him. He just got all excited that he's like, no.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
Yeah, my album Different that I released in February, that's on Spotify, Apple Music, all platforms. Different by Romeo B. And yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all of that. Romeo _B_sings.
You heard it here first.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Oh.
And with that said, I want to thank you for coming on our show. Thank you to Mr. Marcus over there. He's such a pleasant man. And that's about it. But just remember, find Romeo B on Instagram, Facebook, every platform there is. Check him out. We're going to be putting his songs out there. So until next time, people, peace out, love, and everybody have a great, great week.
Thank y'all for having me.
See you guys later.
Bye-bye.